How was your bye week?
It was good. It was good. Went by fast.
Stayed up here, or you?
Oh, I went to Florida. I went to Kansas. Yeah. Yeah. No, I got a little brother. He played with Independence at the JUCO there. So I went out to see him play.
That's the wide receiver.
Yeah, that's the wide receiver. Yeah. The DN. I saw him play on Tuesday last week. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, hey, you ready to go? Hey, I was just thinking about, trying to dig a little deeper in what it meant to have Zach on the sidelines. I know in the old days they used to just send the players in by the guards, but back in the Paul Brown days. But how was that having him on the sidelines, and how that operation function? And is that something y'all try to perfect moving forward?
Yeah, it was good. It was great. I feel like the communication was there. Just being able to have him. So whenever we come off the field, to just go straight to him and talk to him about what we're seeing, and he talked to us about what he's seeing and what we look forward to calling throughout the game. So I feel like it was definitely good, and I do feel like it helped us as far as moving forward. I'm not sure. I didn't get worried yet if he was going to be on the sideline moving forward, but either way, we'll make it happen.
You guys haven't run a ton of play action this year. I wonder how much input you have in that, and what your feelings are about play action personally.
Yeah, I love it. I love play action. I love every part of our offense. I can't sit here and tell you the percentages of how much we ran it versus other things, but I do feel like it's definitely it brings a spark in our offense whenever we are calling it and running it. I feel like we ran it quite a bit, so I don't know about saying we haven't ran it as much. I don't know. I just be so lost in the game and just trying to execute the play that he calls in. So
how different is play action from the pistol versus under center? Is it advantageous that you don't have to take your eyes off the field as long?
I don't know how different it is. I'm comfortable with either or, and I'm just doing whatever my coach tells me.
At the beginning of the season, you expressed a lot of confidence in Elijah Wilkinson as the right tackle. And some people did not express that level of confidence in him, but he's done really, really well so far. Can you just talk about what he's done as far as filling in on that side?
Yeah, he's been great. I talked about it before. This isn't his first time playing. I know he was a starter before here, actually. Before I got here, and so he played a lot of football, and it shows each and every day and each and every game. So he's been doing an amazing job, and man, you couldn't ask for anything better to come in and fill in the way that he's been filling in and playing at a high level. So it's what we expected out of him, and I know that's what he expected out of himself, and he's been doing it.
Bijan feels a little too good to be true from the outside looking in. He's always got a smile on his face. He's one of the best players in the world. Is he really? I mean, is that all legit?
Yeah, no, it is. It is. I can't find no bad thing to say about the guy. So he's that same person every day, and that's what you like about him. That's what you like about people. Whenever you have that consistency, you know what you're gonna get out of him each and every day. And he's not coming in, different moods all the time. I feel like he's been the same person since day one, since I met him, and it's legit.
Kyle Pitts said that the one bad thing is his DJ skills. Bijan's real lacking in the music department.
Yeah.
Have you experienced that as well? Not enough Broadway, maybe.
I'm not gonna say it's bad. I guess it's for his ear. I don't know. We have two different music styles. He listens to you might hear Miley Cyrus or something. I don't know. You never know. You never know what you're gonna hear with B, but I don't know.
Who's in charge of the music in the locker room?
Nobody. Whoever want to go change it.
Really? There's no hard and fast rules?
Nah, anybody can go change it. Anybody.
Really?
If the song is terrible, somebody gonna change it again. But
what has been the worst that you've heard? And you were like, what the hell? Why are we playing this?
I don't even know, to be honest, because if it's bad, I kind of tone it out. So I don't know. I don't really pay attention to it. I usually have my own headphones in, so I'm probably listening to my own music.
When it comes to the matchup that you've got this week, you're playing a reigning MVP. Does that factor into your head at all? or is it just another game?
Yeah, you got to respect it. You got to respect what he's done in this league and the things that he brings each and every game. So obviously he's a special player, but not just him, but that's a good team over there. And it's definitely going to be a big time challenge, and we're up for it and we're ready for it. And we just got to go out there and execute at a high level and take control of the ball, play smart football and go out there and find a way to win. So.
Do you feel the need to kind of like go tit for tat almost in that game, in that kind of sense?
No, we just got to play our offense. We got to play our football. That's it. We just got to execute. They'll make plays. Our defense going to make a lot of plays, so we got to make more than them.
Were you a regular Monday Night Football watcher as a kid? Was that sort of a ritual for you?
I ain't really watched football too much growing up. Yeah, not really, unless Vic was on.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Hey, what do you see when you look at that Buffalo defense over there?
Yeah, I see a group that you can tell those guys been together for a while and they have a identity and they really do a great job at it, and they got a lot of great players over there as well. So it's definitely going to be a good matchup. I can't wait for it and excited to see it. But they definitely show a lot of great things on film.
And Ed Oliver, if he's back, what does he add? Because I know he's been hurt a little bit.
Yeah, when he's healthy, he's definitely a special player, and he definitely makes a lot of plays. So if he's back, we're gonna play our football. If he's not back, we're still gonna play our football. But just best wishes to him. As far as his injuries or whatever he's going through. That's something that you never want to see anybody going through, especially me. Going through all the injuries I've been through. But I hope he's healthy, and if he plays, we're still gonna play our football.
Drake May was able to find some success against this defense last week. Are there any elements of what the Patriots were able to do in that game that you're going to try and bring on Monday?
Being smart with the ball. I feel like Drake May protected the ball and very high completion percentage. Just finding his checkdowns whenever they weren't giving up the big shot, and just playing smart football and controlling the game. That's the biggest thing. We want to make sure that we protect the ball and don't cause any self-inflicting wounds. So.
How do you think about the way that Kyle Pitts is playing so far this year?
It's great to see. He's at a high level, and I said it way back in fall in camp. I knew what type of season he was going to have because of the work that he was putting in each and every day. So it's only going to get better, and I can't wait to continue to watch it.
I remember when you said that. You said you saw that we got Kyle the ball a lot today. You're going to see that a lot this year.
Yeah.
What was it about that moment that made you say that and believe that Kyle was going to have a special season?
Just his energy, the way that he came to practice all camp. He was always, clued in on the details, trying to find ways to get better each and every day. If it was a route and maybe me and him didn't connect, he's always coming up to me, hey, what can I do better to make sure that we're on the same page? And, just the way that, he was carrying himself as a pro each and every day, it showed up. So.
Outside of Drake London and Mooney, who remains day-to-day, how do you feel about this receiver group going into this week, and how do you continue to instill confidence in those players like Ray or Casey who might need to be targets in these games?
Yeah, I feel great about them. I feel great about anybody that we put in. I got a lot of reps with all those guys, and super excited to see what Casey does whenever he is in the game. He's definitely a great player, and he's gonna make a lot of plays in this league. Ray played a lot of football. Obviously, he played at a high level last year. Made a lot of great plays for us. So don't expect nothing less from him. And whoever else gets in there, we feel confident in those guys. And whoever we put on the field, they're on the field for a reason. And it's because we trust them, and we trust that they can make plays, and they will. So.
If you didn't watch a lot of football as a kid, what did you watch a lot of?
I'm trying to think. I don't remember. My mind's so flooded with football plays. I don't remember.
Hoops, like sports at all? Not really. Baseball.
I was always playing sports, so it was like we got nighttime practice. In Little League, growing up, it was always nighttime practice, something going on. So.
The CB wasn't on.
Yeah, whenever I came back home, I was probably outside. Growing up, I was an outside kid. I was always outside. I was never in the house.
Anything else? You were talking about being up for the game. How much of that is about it being a primetime game and knowing the national eyes of the nation are on you?
Yeah, It's another day. It's another game for us. We just got to go out there and execute. You know, obviously the stakes are always big. It doesn't matter when we play. You know, we take each and every game serious, and that's how we go about our business. Because this is the NFL. If you don't, you come in there like, oh, this is not primetime game. You know, you go get skunked. You know, so it's like we definitely want to come in with the right mindset, and as long as we execute, you know, everything will fall in place. But with it being primetime, it's definitely a big time, and we look forward to going out there and put on a show.